Introduction. Do you ever feel like the world has too many distractions? Is that a resounding yes? Research highlights that being able to stay focused gives you a competitive edge in life and work. But, with so many demands on your attention, how can you enjoy using technology without it negatively affecting you? Nir Eyal's book Indistractable can help. People now recognize internal and external factors that trigger distraction. Additionally, psychological realities underlying the various approaches to handling discomfort. Indistractable empowers readers to gain control over factors that reduce productivity. These factors distract them from their values, damage relationships, and diminish their well-being. In the current age, your brain is easily manipulated. This happens through time-insensitive diversions. You are manipulated, particularly if you don't equip yourself to control and manage distractions. You plan to do something but never fulfill it. Unfortunately, corporations are unlikely to produce less distracting products. Still, humans can adapt to the threats. In his book Indistractable, Nir Eyal provides a conceptual model for achieving this. He also gives many practical and efficient guidelines and examples. These help readers put in place the strategies and overcome their struggles. These include the procedures for becoming indistractable. After going through the book's 8 key ideas, you will understand what actions you need to gain control over your attention and life. Let's explore the key ideas to becoming indistractable. Lesson number 1: Distractions begin from within. Technology is the top reason why we are prone to distractions. If you've ever tried to let go of digital gadgets and devices, you'll know that giving them up doesn't necessarily stop your procrastination. The brain will always invent other forms of distraction. To know what happens when you get distracted, you need to understand triggers. These stimuli push us into action or direct us to do something. There are 2 forms of triggers: external triggers from the outside world, for example, pop-up notifications on the laptop; internal triggers from within, such as feeling stressed or bored. These triggers usually lead to either distraction or traction. Traction pulls you forward and pushes you to pursue your ambitions and goals. Distraction accomplishes the opposite. It drags you away from your goals. We can't blame technology alone for distraction. The truth is that distraction is usually caused by internal sources. It always involves escaping discomforts. These could be marital issues, a rumbling stomach, or job dissatisfaction. Technology is a vehicle rather than a root cause. People blame others for their lack of ability to complete tasks, or when they fail to consider the underlying issue. However, discomfort is what has driven our evolution. Our ancestors kept growing, learning, and ultimately surviving. They weren't content with what they had. That heritage appears in our nature. We tend to view things negatively and ruminate on negative experiences. Plus, we quickly become bored with new situations. This leads to increased vulnerability to distractions. But the good news is that no one has to bow to their negative feelings. You can easily harness them. Lesson 2: Master internal triggers. We are usually motivated by the desire to avoid suffering and free ourselves from the pain of wanting. So you will usually find ways to divert yourself from priority jobs. This happens if you don't address the underlying causes of your distractions. Motivation often comes from a desire to avoid discomfort, so anything that relieves discomfort can be addictive. How you react to undesirable internal triggers will lead to either positive traction or negative diversion. Learn to address the discomfort instead of trying to escape it through distraction. Stop attempting to suppress urges, as this only makes them stronger. Instead, observe them and give them time to dissolve. By changing your view of distractions from within, you'll find it easier to control them. You need to equip yourself with new techniques. These will enable you to handle intrusive thoughts instead of trying to fight the urge to be distracted. You can do this by following these steps. Reimagine your internal trigger. Look for the negative emotion that precedes the distraction. Note it down, including details such as the time of the day, the things you were doing, and how you gave up on them. Focus on the negative sensation through curiosity instead of contempt. Beware of liminal moments, the transitions that move you from one thing to the next throughout the day. For example, opening a new tab because you got irritated at how long the previous tab took to load. Reimagine your task. Rather than trying to run away from your discomfort, try to pay attention to the task. Find new issues you didn't see before. Make it more fun by treating it like a game. Break through the monotony and boredom. Find the variability and discover hidden beauty. Reimagine your temperament. In most cases, addicts believe they are powerless, so they often relapse. Mindset is just as crucial as dependence. Don't tell yourself you failed because you are deficient. Be kind to yourself when faced with setbacks. Self-compassion allows people to become more resilient to challenges. You can achieve this by breaking the vicious cycle of discomfort and stress. Talk to yourself as you would a friend. Lesson number 3, make time for traction. Traction is what you want more of. It pulls you toward the good things you're seeking. The best way to make traction is to follow a time-boxed routine to prevent distractions. Focus on influencing the outcomes instead of the results. Outcomes are the broader, overarching goals we strive to achieve, while results are the specific steps we take to reach those goals. Detach from the pressure of achieving specific results and instead focus on taking the actions that will ultimately lead to your desired outcomes. Similarly, you'll have low-quality output when you have no time to maintain your mental and physical health. Stop stressing over things you can't control and focus on the inputs. To generate traction, Eyal recommends you take the following steps. Turn your values into time. Create a time-boxed day with a schedule template. Revise your schedule as often as possible and commit to it. Once everything is set, create a calendar reflecting your values. Also, ensure you schedule a weekly time to reflect and refine your actions. Schedule time for yourself while planning the input that the positive outcome will naturally follow. Schedule time for critical relationships, include household roles, and time for your loved ones. Ensure this is a regular schedule. Synchronize your calendar. A time-boxed schedule creates trust and understanding between employees and employers. Scheduling and time-boxing your plans are essential steps to becoming indistractable. Ensure you do the critical things and disregard those that aren't crucial. Making time for traction and following a set routine. Lesson number 4, hack back external triggers. In today's fast-paced world, distraction is a struggle with our external triggers. For example, getting a notification without replying to it is just as distracting as responding to a call or message. The best strategy to reduce external triggers is expressing little tolerance for distractions. This can motivate people to reflect on their actions before disturbing others. Eliminating external triggers is disarmingly simple. Whenever you experience any external trigger, ask yourself a critical question. Is the trigger serving you or are you serving it? Does it lead to distraction or traction? If it's the latter, it's serving you. Hack back emails. You must send fewer emails to receive fewer emails. You'll be surprised how many things become irrelevant when you limit them. Delaying a reply gives the sender time to come up with an answer for themselves. The issue may even disappear under the heavier weight of other priorities. When you check your emails, tag each mail with when the reply is needed and respond at the set time. Hack back group chat. It's crucial to schedule a time during the day to catch up on group chats. But try to avoid having long, time-consuming conversations. A short discussion suffices. You can also have private meetings. The primary aim of these should be to achieve a consensus around a decision. They should be something other than a forum for the organizer to think aloud. People schedule frequent meetings to avoid dealing with a problem on their own. Make it hard to schedule meetings. If there's no agenda, there'll be no meeting. Meetings are usually for consensus building instead of problem solving. Hack back your smartphone. Rearrange, remove from your home screen any app that may cause mindless checking. Uninstall the mobile apps you no longer use or need replace. Plan a set time to use distracting mobile apps instead of allowing them to distract you during scheduled activities. Reclaim, hack back your desktop. Eliminating unnecessary external triggers from your line of sight declutters the workplace. Plus, it frees your mind to focus on what's crucial. The brain has limited horsepower. The more concentration is required, the less room it offers for anything else. But humans are perfectly capable of handling multi-channel inputs. As long as we're not required to concentrate too much on any channel, we're able to do more than one thing at a time. Nir Eyal. Articles and feed. It's not advisable to immediately read a new article in your web browser after it flashes. Instead, adjust the time to set how and when you read online pieces. This will make it easy to read within a short time. Use multi-channel multitasking approaches like reading while conducting meetings. Save online articles or other interesting content in apps like Pocket. This helps you to listen to or read at a scheduled time. Avoid unnecessary news feeds. Use free feed eradicator apps that help cut external triggers. Lesson number 5. Prevent distractions with PAX. Pre-commitments prevent you from being distracted by a lame and adding a future choice. They push you to question whether distractions are worth it and, in turn, help you make the right decision. These pre-commitments are effective as they solidify your rational plans and intentions. They also reduce the likelihood that you will go against your best interests. The 3 kinds of pre-commitment that can help you stay on track are effort-packed. An effort-packed prevents distractions by making unwanted behaviors difficult. Examples are the Chrome plugin Stay Focused that blocks sites like Reddit and Facebook, and hiding the TV remote. Price-packed. A price pact assigns a cost to being distracted. However, price pacts have 3 pitfalls. They aren't effective at changing behaviors with unavoidable external triggers. An example of these is body-focused repetitive behaviors like nail biting. They are only useful for short tasks, like a gym session. If a pact binds us for too long, we associate it with punishment. They are difficult to enter as they are scary. It's difficult to agree to a price pact, but they work. For price pacts to work, self-compassion is a prerequisite. Identity pact. This is a pre-commitment to a self-image. By aligning your behaviors to your identity, you make decisions based on who you believe you are. Become a noun by calling yourself something positive and believing it. Teach others to reinforce identity. Lesson number 6. Make your workplace indistractable. The use of tech tools like smartphones can trap us in a responsiveness cycle. This is when we're forever switched on. But overusing them is a symptom of distraction, not the cause. Reducing distraction is an organizational culture test. Companies need to pay more attention to the indicators of poor work culture. Examples of these are excessive use of tech tools and high employee turnover. Knowing that your voice is heard and not being treated as a part of an emotionless machine positively impacts your well-being. Companies must provide workers with a psychologically secure workspace. This is to overcome some of the most challenging workplace problems. This helps them voice their concerns and solve issues with one another. Indistractable organizations promote psychological safety. They also create a forum for open and transparent conversations about various issues. Lesson number 7. Raise indistractable children. While getting rid of distractions, you'll want your children to follow the same path. There are tips and essential insights you can use to raise indistractable children. Start by avoiding convenient excuses. Understand your kids' internal triggers to assist them in becoming indistractable. Children often turn to distractions for their psychological nourishment. This is particularly when competence, autonomy, and relatedness seem insufficient. Help them with internal triggers and let them learn how to create and use their packs. Furthermore, as they age, their ability to comprehend and use the built-in options for discarding external triggers helps to show whether they are ready for a particular tech device. So, allow them more freedom. This is after showing they have the skills to deal with external triggers they are likely to be exposed to through the devices. Create time for traction together. Allow children the autonomy to choose what's crucial for them. and help them develop a schedule for their time. Lesson number 8: create indistractable relationships. It's easy to mentally distance yourself from your friends through the effects of social distractions. While you follow the steps to become indistractable, some of your friends may still need to begin the process. You'll need to block negative behaviors. Also, share new social norms via the Indistractable model. This involves identifying internal triggers and setting time to focus on crucial issues. Distractions often keep us from being fully present in crucial relationships. Even worse, there are high chances of adopting the behaviors of those we spend more time with. As such, distraction becomes contagious. Final summary and review. Here are the key insights from the Nir Eyal's Indistractable. Technology is often blamed for increasing distractions. It also makes it difficult to do things we set out to do. This is because modern society is increasingly becoming more dependent on it. But it's crucial to explore the psychology of distractions. This helps us determine why we humans are so easily sidetracked. Identifying external and internal causes of discomfort will also help you overcome distraction triggers. Nir Eyal suggests practical strategies to help you disable your triggers. Once you've addressed your distractions, you can help others become indistractable. This was the tip of the iceberg of Indistractable. To dive into the details and support Nir Eyal, order the book or get the audiobook for free with the link in our description. Did you like what you learned here? Share to show you care and let us know liking this video and subscribing to our channel. See you in the next summary.